So my name is Sudha and I hail from India. There's a lot of different things that I like to do. I enjoy cooking, I love dancing, and I also do painting. I moved from India to the UK to pursue my master's in international business. And that's when I finally joined Intelisense, and I work as a junior functional consultant over here. I act like a bridge between the client and the technical side of the company. Okay, so my journey in tech started a long time ago. I grew up with an older brother who introduced me to computers and gaming a long time ago. So ever since then, I've always been very curious about how tech is and how it works, what goes on behind the scenes to make it happen. So that's what made me want to pursue my undergrad in computer science engineering. From there, I did my master's in business because I wanted to do, like an evergreen subject. And I think tech and business go hand in hand. And that is how I ended up over here at Intelisense, because I think my role as a functional consultant is a perfect blend of, it's the best of both worlds. And that's how I came up here. I think the biggest advice I would give to them is make use of the resources that are there in the world. The internet is free and YouTube is free. And there is so many people who teach online for free. So I think people should make good use of that, which is actually what I did as well to get into the role that I am in. Yeah. So I think the biggest advice is one, don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. Anyone can learn how to be in tech. I promise you, it's not that difficult. It's just that you need to put in the work. And of course, I understand that there are people who don't get the support. But if you make an effort and look for, places like Intelisense provides an apprenticeship scheme. Look for apprenticeship schemes in other companies, in tech companies that allow you to at least build your career and get it started. I think that would be the biggest advice I would give them. There definitely is an inequality. The ratio of the female-male ratio is definitely skewed. But I think there is also discrimination that takes place, very subtle discrimination that takes place within companies which are tech-centered. And I think that's something that really needs to change.
And how have you found Intelisense in terms of that?
I feel, in my personal opinion, I found that Intelisense is on the exact opposite spectrum. In the past, I've had some really negative experiences at companies, but when I joined Intelisense, I had the honor to be a part of a company where I generally feel comfortable. Not just as a woman in tech, but even as someone who is just beginning to learn on a subject that is new to me. So I think Intelisense is wonderful in that sense. The apprenticeship scheme is such a wonderful way to start learning.
Where would you see Intelisense sort of making improvements to try to make it all-encompassing? And
Intelisense actually already has done something about it, because this is something that was brought up earlier. And there has been a restructuring of the hierarchy in such a way that I've been placed with a mentor, another female mentor, who's a senior consultant, who I get to learn from. And hopefully in the next, years, coming years, I'll be in that position.
And where do you see yourself in sort of 3-5 years' time?
Well, in the short term, I would expect to, take up more leadership roles. As of now, I'm a junior functional consultant, so hopefully I'll be a senior functional consultant by then, leading a team, imparting my knowledge down to them. And in the probably 7-8 years, I'd hopefully be a solution architect. I think if I was given a leadership position here at Intelisense, I would build the kind of environment that I was given when I started off this apprenticeship, which would be that of support. I would lead with a management style that makes me approachable. I want any apprentice to be able to come up to me, ask me questions, or share their, problems with me. Because I think joining and starting a new job anywhere is a very daunting task, and I think support is what you need the most. Secondly, I think would be providing learning resources, because when you start off a new job, you want to grow from there, and it's only up from there. So I would provide them the resources for learning and bettering themselves. Anyone can be given an apprenticeship job, right? But what makes someone grow is their willingness to learn, I think.
And their own ability to...
Own ability as well, yes, exactly.
Yeah, you're right.